Okay, what's up, guys? Happy Sunday. It's your girl, Sydney. I am so excited to welcome you to the Leveraging Instagram Masterclass. I am so excited to get this class in session and get the ball rolling. I'm going to wait a few more minutes for a few more people to hop on this call. But while we wait for a few more bosses to join us, what you guys can do for me is one, make sure to have a pen and paper ready to take some notes. Two, drop in the comments your name, what service you provide in the beauty industry, and your Instagram handle. And three, say what's up. Question for y'all. What did y'all do today for your self-care Sunday? For myself, I had to get back on track with my ginger shots. If you didn't know, last week was supposed to be the masterclass, but your girl was dying in bed. I had to just rest because I could not get out of my bed. So I had to get back on track with my shots. I went to go work out. I went to church, and then now I get to spend my evening with all of you guys, and I am so grateful to be here. So yeah, we're gonna get started in a few more minutes. So stay tuned. Okay, hello and welcome to the Leveraging Instagram Masterclass. I'm gonna get this party started, and if a few more people come and join us down the road, that is gonna be amazing. But welcome, guys, to the masterclass. I'm so excited that you guys are here, and I'm so thankful that you guys are here. In this masterclass, I will teach you a 4-step framework to position your page properly to attract more inquiries, more DMs, and more booked appointments organically. Let me ask you this. What beauty biz owner does not want that. In today's masterclass, you'll learn a step-by-step process for creating a page and profile that showcases you doing your service and gives your potential clients confidence to book with you without hesitation. You'll learn how to get your feed found more often so that you can connect with more of the right kind of clients. You'll learn how to make your DMs light up with interested, engaged leads that genuinely want to do business with you and not your competition. And most importantly, no matter where you're at in your business, you will walk away from the class with insight into what you need to fix, what you need to upgrade, what you need to stop doing, and what you need to start doing inside your beauty business. Now, before we dive in, I just want to make this little insert before we dive deep in this class. Guys, I just want to let y'all know that this masterclass is not going to be another regular virtual masterclass. What I mean by that is that this class is not going to be me just teaching you guys and y'all listening and y'all taking notes and then probably forgetting about those notes in a few days without actually implementing any of these strategies. On this masterclass tonight, this is going to be an action-taking class, meaning that everything we are going to be learning on tonight's call, we're going to be implementing right on the call. So the question then becomes, are you going to be an action taker tonight? Where is my action takers? I want to be surrounded by people who want to take action, who want to grow, who want to become better every single day, become 1% better every single day. So if you are going to be an action taker tonight, what you guys can do for me is make sure to have your phones ready and open your phone to your Instagram page so that you're ready to implement everything we are going to be going over right then and there. Every time we come up with a strategy, if it does apply to you and your business and you want to make that change, then we can make it. Another thing that you guys can do for me is take a screenshot of your profile page and how it is looking like right now and save it to your camera roll, and then once we are done changing everything and implementing everything, then screenshot that new version and then you can compare the two and then send it to me on direct message. As well, with everything that you are going to be learning today, if you do implement any of these strategies in your beauty business, send me a DM on Instagram at Sydney KS Davis and let me know if it does help with your beauty business. I want to know how it works for you, if it worked as it did work for me. Awesome. So with all my action takers, on today's agenda on this call, I'm going to be breaking down for you my 4-part framework that I've created to help you position your page properly to not just get more inquiries, more booked appointments, or more DMs, but helping you actually turn those potential interested clients into confirmed booked appointments. And we are going to do this by this framework I call the 4 F's: figure, feed, fuel, and formula. In figure, we are all going to be focusing on our profile, and that starts with getting a good understanding on how the search engine works on Instagram. Once we have that knowledge, we're going to implement that knowledge in setting up our profile correctly. So that's going to be our username, our nameplate, and then we are going to curate the perfect bio for your beauty business. Then we are going to make sure that we have a good set in stone. If I could talk today, that would be great, God. If to set in stone a call to action for our clients to take action on once they land on our page. Then we're going to learn how to properly set up our highlights and have our highlights in place, as well putting up our 3-pin posts. Next, we're going to switch gears and go into our feeds. So we're going to learn everything about the world of Instagram and the different formats and the different content purposes. We are also going to talk about content strategy, and not only talking about it, but actually creating our own content strategy for our beauty business so that you can go into this week ready and confident and ready to kill each and every day with a new post, which is not your work. Then we're going to go into fuel. So I like to think about this framework as building a rocket. So we have our rocket already built. We have the figure, we have our feed. Now we're going to put in the fuel for our rocket. And that's all by knowing how to convert our inquiries, our interested customers into booked appointments. We're going to go over the different types of leads, and then I'm going to go over 4 funnels I've created to help you turn those inquiries into actual booked appointments. Now, all we got to do is press the red button to launch our rocket, and that's all with the formula, and that's all by what goes down in the DMs. It's going down in the DMs, y'all. We're going to talk about how to have conversions, DM conversations, and connections. And at the end of this masterclass, I'm going to be giving you guys a free resource you guys can walk away with from this masterclass that you can apply in your beauty business as soon as tonight or by tomorrow morning. Awesome. Does that sound good with y'all? Okay. So the reason why I created this framework is because when I was starting my lash business, first of all, I did not know what I was doing. I did not know how to put up my bio, put up my username. I didn't know what to post. I just had this mentality of, okay, I'll just post my work on Instagram as if it's like my personal page. So when I started to, post my content, post me practicing and post my mom for like the 7th billionth time because she was my only returning customer at that time, I found that I was posting content, but my content wasn't converting into clients as I needed it to because I didn't have any booking websites. I only had Instagram to promote my beauty business. So I was like, I'm posting my content, I'm, posting my work, but I'm not getting clients. Like, why isn't my content not contenting? So it got to a point where I realized that it's not just about you posting your work and you posting your content that is going to get you booked and busy in your beauty business from Instagram. There is there's so many aspects that go into play when it comes to securing that booked and busy schedule that I did not realize. And then as soon as I was doing my research and seeing what was working for me, I then found the 4 underlying factors it takes to have a booming, rocket launching beauty business on Instagram. And that is the figure, the feed, the fuel, and the formula. So then that's when I realized that for most people, passion and desire is not the problem. It's just the lack of knowing what to do, where to start, and knowing how to not waste valuable time and resources in the process. So to start off our knowledge with properly positioning our Instagram page, it all starts with understanding the Instagram sales funnel. So I like to call this the Instagram sales funnel or the money making funnel, the IG money making funnel, whatever name I'm going to come up with. But this funnel is basically the funnel every single client goes through before they actually book an appointment with you. And it's not just for the beauty service business, it's for any single business running their business on Instagram, whether they're selling products, whether they're selling services, whether they're selling courses. If you're selling anything on Instagram and you need clients and you need customers, this is the exact funnel every client is going to go through. So to kind of summarize this funnel, so let's just say our potential client is right here. So our potential client, it comes on Instagram and she's looking for nail techs, lash techs, makeup artists, hair stylists in her city. She's then going to use the search engine on Instagram to try to find potential beauty service providers to book with. that's when she's gonna pop up onto your profile. She's gonna check your profile out, and if you have it properly set up, which you will by the end of this masterclass, then she's gonna see your stories, your IG reels, your this content you're posting. And that's gonna slowly get her intrigued and interested by your services, by your work, and now she's gonna start to see you as a potential person to book with in the future. Just know that if someone's coming onto your page, it's probably most likely already hot and already ready to book clients, or somebody already starting to do their research in the near future if they want to get their nails done or lashes done or hair done or whatever. So now that we have sparked her interest into from our content, our stories, our IG reels, our feed posts, then we're gonna start to warm up her lead. So it's gonna start turning into a warm lead when we promote our sales, our promotions, our discounts, and our offers. And then once she inquires, and now she's slid in our DMs, she shot her shot, then that's when we're gonna have conversations, connections, and conversions, which is then going to lead into a booked appointment. So to summarize this whole funnel, that is how our 4-part framework is going to work. Our figure, our feed, our fuel, and the formula. So it takes all of these 4 F's in order to give us our booked appointment. So to now dive in, well, let's start with figure. So before we get into figure, we have to understand what is the search engine on Instagram. So this is known as Instagram SEO. Instagram SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, y'all, when I was learning this for myself, they were using the most big, complicated, complex, intricate words in the entire world, and I'm here listening to this being like, why are y'all using such big words and difficult words for my brain to understand? See, my brain needs to be talked to as if I'm like still in the 6th grade. So I was like, be for real, use simplest terms. So basically, what Instagram SEO is meant to do is it's meant to get your profile in front of more eyeballs on Instagram. So Instagram is not like a search engine. Instagram is a search engine. Nowadays, in today's modern society, Instagram, TikTok, social media is the new Google search. Most of the time, people are going to go onto Instagram and TikTok to find somebody to do their lashes, to do their nails, to do their hair, before they even think about, or before they even open or even touch the Google app or Yelp or Google My Business. So Instagram is a search engine. This is how you're going to get more eyeballs to your page. So what I want y'all to do is I want you guys to take your phone out and on a separate account, a different account, what I want you guys to do is I want you to search the service you provide in your local city and see where you rank in the search bar, in the search results. So let's just say I'm a Calgary lash technician, and I'm gonna go to the search bar on Instagram, and I'm gonna type in Calgary lashes, and then I want to see where do I rank in the search results. So that can be Calgary lash extensions, Calgary lashes. Try different variations of your niche. So Calgary lashes or Calgary lash extensions, and see where you rank. So let me just move this thing. So once you search that up, let me know in the comments, in the chat, where do you guys rank? Do you guys rank the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 20th, or maybe not at all? Now, if your page doesn't pop up, that's a problem. But don't worry, that is why we are here. We are going to fix that right now. Okay, so now that we have a good understanding of the search engine, we are now going to implement our knowledge to setting up our Instagram page. So this is where we're going to take action, y'all. So when you create a powerful Instagram page, what you're really building is a powerful money generating machine. So it doesn't matter if you already have your beauty business page built up or you're just starting from zero. This is going to apply for everybody. If you see something that you may not have implemented already in your beauty business, maybe try it out and see how it works for you. Or if you're just starting from scratch, like 0 followers, just made the account today or just got certified, this is going to be perfect for you. So starting with our username. So our username is how we are going to promote, portray, and provide our business to people. It's going to usually be your business name or brand. If you don't have a brand name yet, it may just be your service and your name. So like Lashes by or Sydney or something like that. But the one thing you always want to make sure you keep in mind when it comes to building your username is if it's simple and easy to remember. So I like to ask myself, okay, if someone were to come up to me right now and ask for my Instagram, is this going to be simple and easy to remember? Now, a few factors to decide whether it's going to be easy to remember is if there's no excessive characters. You want to avoid excessive characters. So like excessive periods, commas, underscores, extra letters. So as you can see by this example below this, nails, period, underscore, by Sid. Now you see, when I go to, for example, hand this out to somebody and they remember me and they want to come search my name again, just imagine them doing this. They're going to take out their phone and then they're going to go to Instagram. They're going to go into the search result. Then they're going to type in, okay, and nails. I know it's nails. I know she did nails. But was it Z's? Was it S's? How many Z's was it? Was it 3 Z's? Was it 5 Z's? Like, where did the period go? Was there an underscore? Oh, and then there's Sid. Was there, I know there was like multiple, was it 1D or 5Ds or 6Ds? If your client has to put all that mental energy into just even finding your username, you lost a client. If she needs to take so much like time to think about it and go back and type it again and go back and type it again, she's just going to be like, okay, forget it. I'm going to find a different nail tech. So she already bounced, not even getting onto your page. She bounced before she even got a chance to look at your page or even find you on Instagram. So again, you want to make it simple and easy to remember. Now I understand with your username, there's a limited options for you when it comes to building your username, because everybody and their goddamn grandma are becoming a nail tech, lash tech, hair artist, makeup artist today. They're getting into the beauty industry. So there's going to be limited amount of options to create your business name and brand name and username for your beauty biz page. But again, you always want to make sure that you can avoid using any excessive periods, underscores as possible. Another thing I would say avoid is having your username start with at, like YYC, or your area code like YEG, YVR, lashes, nails, or lashes by your name, or lashes by nails by your name, hair by your name. Do you know how many people have that as their username for their beauty business? So because there are millions of other accounts that have that, it won't matter if your page is properly set up. If your username is going to be like that and someone's going to type in YYC, your name is probably not going to be on the top of the results. There's probably going to be millions of other results before your name, because of how saturated those usernames are. So avoid, again, excessive characters and trying to start your username with YYC or lashes by. Now it's your nameplate. So your nameplate is now going to be a very contributing factor into getting your page on the top ranking on the Instagram SEO. So you don't need to repeat your business name. I've seen a lot of beauty businesses repeat their name, their business brand name in the nameplate. You don't have to do that. I want you guys to ask yourself, when it comes to writing your nameplate, is, okay, how is my ideal client trying to find me on Instagram? So if I'm trying to find a girl in Toronto to do my nails, how am I going to go into the search bar on Instagram and type, and how am I going to type it out? I'm probably going to type it out either Toronto nails or nails Toronto. So once you ask yourself that, then that is exactly what you want to put. Your answer is exactly what you want to put in your nameplate. So that's going to probably be the city and area, and then the service you provide. So yeah, Calgary lash extensions, Calgary nails, Calgary hair. Again, this is what your potential client is going to be searching for on Instagram. So this is going to be a really good change to help you get on top of the search results. Okay, y'all with me? Y'all singing with me? Okay, cool. Awesome. Okay, so before we get into the actual bio part, we're going to talk about the profile pic. I have been waiting to pick this bone because this has been the biggest one I want to pick, and I was so excited for this slide especially. Y'all, if you are running a beauty service business, I gotta say this. I gotta get it off my chest, guys. I gotta get it off my chest. Remember that people do business with people. Your logo is not a person. If you have a beauty service business right now and you have a logo on your profile pic, this is what you want to change. And I'm gonna tell you why. So there's a lot of reasons why I found that your logo isn't gonna help you do good in your beauty business. When I changed this on my account, I was thinking, like, this is such the smallest thing. Like, why do I gotta change it? But as soon as I changed it, I saw an immediate response in clients booking with me, clients wanting to book with me, clients wanting to snatch last minute appointments. So I'll tell you the reasons why you don't want to have your logo as your profile pic. Number one, like I said, people do business with people. Instagram, TikTok, social media, they were meant for they were created for one sole purpose: to socialize. For people to socialize with people. It wasn't created to run a business out of. It wasn't created to have a business. It wasn't created to market and build your business and get clients to your business. It was meant for people to socialize with people. And like I said, your logo is not a person. I also found that whenever you have your logo as a picture, it's going to be a really harder time for clients to try to trust you with booking with you, because it's like a block in you connecting with your client. So that's why you would want to have your profile pic as a headshot or a picture of yourself. Even on your business page. If you're asking, oh my God, Sydney, like, it's my beauty business page though, like, why should I have a picture of myself? Again, people do business with people. So you want to have a headshot or picture of yourself in a clear picture. It doesn't need to be professionally taken. You don't need to like book a specific photo shoot for your profile picture. It can literally just be a selfie of yourself or a picture of yourself. You want to make sure that you're not having any busy backgrounds in the back that is going to distract from the artwork, which is yourself. So you want to have hopefully, like, preferably neutral or solid colors, and have, again, a clear picture of yourself. Now, when it comes to your logo, and it comes to, okay, where can I use my logo now for my beauty business? Some beneficial ways to use your logo is, one, using it as watermarks for your content and branding. Now, I love using my logo as watermarks because, y'all, there are content thieves out there. Ask me how I know. Literally ask me how I know. I have caught so many people stealing my art, my pictures, my content on Instagram so many times it was not even funny. So, but that was my mistake because I didn't have a watermark on my content. So you can use your logo as watermark so that it's difficult for people to steal your work on Instagram. And branding. If you have your booking website, if you have your loyalty cards, then you can use your logo for that. I had another point. It'll come back to me. I know it will. Okay, moving on. So now it's your bios. Now we're going to actually curate our perfect bio. So one thing that I want you guys to understand, and I want you guys to keep in mind, is never let your customers guess. Never, never, never let your customers guess what services you provide, what you do, who you help, what your business is about. Your bio is how you're going to clearly describe your business in the span of 8 seconds. If your client doesn't know what you do, who you help, what do you provide, and where you're located, and how can they book with you in the span of 8 seconds from hopping on your page, they are going to potentially bounce. So with this format that I'm about to break down, this is how you can clearly and concisely describe everything in the span of 8 seconds. So because we didn't put our name in the nameplate, this is our chance to put our name in the bio. So your first line, it can be your name. It doesn't need to be your full name if you choose not to, if you don't want it to be your full name. This is just gonna let people know how they can address you when they want to shoot you a DM or when they want to inquire about your services. Now, most of the time, you're still gonna get people that are just gonna be like, "Hi, what's your prices? Hi, can I book with you? Hi, I want to book with you." But there's gonna be some people that is gonna make them more comfortable, and it's gonna trust you a lot better if you have a name to put out for them to help you address them. Usually for the more grown women, but usually sometimes it's going to be like, "Hey babe, hi girl," still, but this is going to help you gain that comfort and trust with your clients. The second line is your I help statement. So this is how you are going to clearly state what it is that you do and who do you help. So for an example, if I'm doing nails, my I help statement will probably sound something like this. I help working women keep their nails looking good on the go. You see what I mean? I help working women keep their nails looking good on the go. Now, when it comes to your creating your I help statement, it's totally understandable that's going to take a little bit more than tonight's call to figure that out. It took me like a few weeks to figure out, okay, my I help statement without making it sound too wordy. So that's totally okay. So I gave you guys an example template you guys can follow to help you create your I help statement a lot quicker. So it can probably sound something like helping, and then you want to insert your target audience, then insert the results and benefits you want to provide your clients with your services, without, and then insert the problem you want to solve. So an example can be that if I'm as a lash artist, you can say helping nurses. That can be your target audience if nurses is your target audience. Helping nurses achieve a luscious look without the hassle of applying mascara in the morning. That can be a good I help statement for if you are a lash technician. Now, if you need a little bit help in creating your I help statement, put it in the chat if you want some input and you want some help trying to make it sound a little bit shorter or a lot more clear. But again, your I help statement is how you're going to clearly state what it is that you do and who do you help. Next is your third line. So this is going to be another factor that will help you increase your chances on getting on top of that search result. So that's going to be you putting your location again and then the services you provide. So again, clearly stating the services you provide. Avoid the urge to be cute or clever and focus on being clear and concise. So for example, Calgary lash extensions. You don't need to specifically state like the services in lash extensions. So for example, I wouldn't put Calgary classic hybrid volume mascara set, wispy set, lash extensions. They're all lash extensions. If you are doing nails, you don't like you wouldn't put shellac, acrylic, gel-X. I don't even know if that's a type of nail. But you know what I mean? It's the same. It's all nails. So you don't have to clearly specify the services here. Just be general with it. That can be lash extensions, nails, brows, microblading, body contouring, because then you can use your content to then specify the services and what services you do provide. So again, your third line would be your location again, and then the services you provide. The fourth line. So now at this point, you want to keep in mind of the characters you're using. So with your bio, you have a limit of 150 characters. I still don't know why Instagram wants to update everything under the sun, but not update the amount of characters we can use in our bio. Not my problem, but Instagram, that'll be greatly appreciated. So now, at this point in creating your bio, you have a good creative space to be creative with it. So with your fourth line, I would like to put my credibility. The biggest thing that causes hesitation for clients to book with us as beauty service providers is knowing if they can trust us and if we're good enough. So one thing that I would say is that saying that you're 2-time, 3-time, 4-time, 5-time certified, that is not credibility. That's just a statement that your clients, 1, don't know what that means, and 2, will less likely care about because they don't know what it means. So, because I realized that you can be double certified, triple certified, quadruple, 5-time certified, but then still not be good at the service you do. Like, you can still suck. I didn't want to use the word, but that's the only word that's coming to my head. You can be double certified, triple certified, quadruple certified, and then still suck at lash extensions, nails, hair, whatever. So credibility can be something as how many clients you've serviced. Maybe you have a lot of 5-star Google reviews. You can say that. If you are just starting out, if you are a beginner nail tech, lash tech, this is totally okay to not have. Credibility, I don't even know if I said that word right, it just comes with experience. Okay, you can't rush you gaining your portfolio, you gaining your experience. Okay, so this is totally okay to have, and you don't need to include this in your bio if you are starting out. But if you have been in the game for a few years now, just say how many clients have you serviced. That's going to be an estimated number. You don't have to go back 5, 4, 3 years ago and count how many clients you had. You can just be an estimate with it. So that can be serviced over 400 plus clients, serviced over 100 plus clients, 10 plus 5-star Google reviews, whatever. And that's a good point to have. If you are a beginner beauty biz owner, testimonials, reviews, client reviews, client referrals, those are all going to help you with your credibility. And that can be something you will post in your content, and that can be your part of your content strategy, which we'll be talking about in a few minutes here. Okay, so yeah, fourth line, that can be your credibility. Fifth line is going to be your call to action. So this is where a lot of beauty biz owners make the mistake. They don't include the call to action. They can have everything set up in their profile correctly, but they're not going to have a clear call to action. Your call to action is, how can people book with you? What is your booking process flow? You want to make it clear so that you don't lose any hot leads. I like to make my call to action in my bio clear by using all capitals. So this can be click here to book, message me to book. If you don't have a booking website, you can use message me to book, DM me to book. If interested, DM me. Just an action you want to have your clients take as soon as they read your bio and skim through your profile page. Awesome. So a hack I have for you guys is, if you geotag your address of your studio in your bio, this will highly increase the chances of getting your page at the top results in the search engine. So a lot of people, this is totally optional whether or not you want to implement this in your beauty business. But I found that when I put in the exact address of my studio and I geotagged Calgary, Alberta in my bio, that really helped me so damn much in getting my page to the top of the results. How you do this is you go to edit profile, then you go to contact options, and then you want to input the address in the address sections. Now, a lot of people may not want to do this. This is totally understandable because maybe you are still working out of a home studio or out of your own apartment and you don't want to put your address out like that. That is totally understandable. Instagram does give you that option, whether or not you want to put the entire street address or just put the city, the city or the postal code. You can just put in Calgary, Alberta, and they'll do the same exact results for you. You don't have to put the entire studio location. For myself, my studio is really accessible to the public, so I didn't really have that worry of having random people come to my house and come to a private location that I didn't want to put out there, because it's already put out there on Google Maps. So it's up to you whether or not you want to put your entire studio location or just the city. They're going to do the same exact results and help you increase your chances of getting your page at the top results in the search engine. Now with links, this all depends on whether or not you have a booking website, but just my few cents when it comes to links is, one, always test your links out. Sometimes there's gonna be broken links, and that's gonna maybe not load as fast. And if it's loading too long, if it takes too long to load, your client's going to exit out and your client's going to go find another page. And they're probably going to forget about you and not come back to your page. And the thing you want to keep in mind is that once they bounce off your page, there's a high chance they're not coming back. Your page is now lost with the other millions of other lash accounts, nail accounts, hair accounts on Instagram. Okay, so you always want to test your links out. You also want to make sure that your booking website is mobile friendly. Y'all, you really want to make sure this is your booking website, where your clients will book an appointment with you is going to be mobile friendly, because most of the time they're probably going to book an appointment through their phone. They're not going to go out their way to go to their desktop, to their computer, to their laptop, and then search up your website. If they're going on Instagram and they're searching on Instagram, they're probably searching on their phone. So you want to make sure that it's mobile friendly. You also want to avoid having too many links. Now Instagram has this feature where you can provide more than one link, and then you can put a nickname on the link. It works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes. I don't know why that happens. But you want to avoid having too many links, especially if your call to action in your bio is DM, click the link to book. They're going to be like, oh, what link should I book? You know what I mean? So it's going to be really hard for them. So you basically, when it comes to your profile, you want to make it so simple that a 6th grader can know what to do. Basically. Okay. But if you do have a lot of links that you want to have, so for example, if you're providing courses and services and you have different websites, a few platforms I like to use whenever I have multiple links I want to attach to my Instagram page is Linktree, Later, and Flowdesk. I love Linktree because it's free and the free version gives you so many options. Later, it is a kind of a paid trial. I haven't tried Flowdesk though, so if you do try it, let me know your experience with it. Awesome. Okay, and almost concluding our figure, we are now talking about highlights. So highlights are a great thing to have in your business because this is going to give you extra credibility, extra proof, and just everything your potential clients can look through once they come onto your page. So you want to use highlights like a navigation menu on your website. So the most important highlights I like to put is my client reviews, my client mentions, my prices, my availability, and my FAQ. Again, answering all the questions my potential client is going to have before they're going to DM me to book an appointment. So highlight important stories and always go in and refresh your highlights. So here and there, always try to just refresh and go back on your highlights and see whether or not you can delete some. You want to avoid having too many highlights and highlights that have like the dashes. If your highlights stories are like the tiny dots, that means like there's like millions of stories in that highlight, you want to avoid that. You want to just again go ahead and refresh, recycle, delete some highlights, add in some highlights. There is a limit to the amount of stories you can attach in your highlights, but like I said, always go in and refresh them. But I love, availability, prices. Whenever your client mentions you in a story, these client reviews, client mentions are another great form of showing your credibility, and that's gonna help your potential clients have more trust in you and be comfortable with you to book an appointment because they know that you ain't new to this, you're true to this. Amen to that. Okay. The last step in building our first part of our rocket is your 3 pinned posts. Your pinned posts are so important because once they get through the bio, these are probably going to be the first posts they're going to tap on. So on Instagram, you can only pin 3 posts. Your first pin post should be an introduction post and you telling your story. This will be the first post your followers tap on when they come onto your page. And I suggest this post in a video format. A mistake I see a lot of beauty biz owners make when they make this their introduction post and their story is they have a static image and then a long ass paragraph. A lot of people are not going to fully go through and read that because they don't have the time to go and read that. They are going to probably skim through your story and not really actually get to know you. I love to post this in a video format because if my potential client is on the go and she's getting ready, she can just listen to my video and just listen to my story. And so if you are not as comfortable on being on camera, that is not a problem. You don't have to be on camera. You don't have to pull out your phone and talk in a talking head video. You don't have to even show your face. You can literally just have some B-roll content that's just like random content of you setting up your studio, you doing a client, you doing a time lapse of a client, servicing a client, and then have a voiceover on top of it of you telling a story and you introducing yourself and them getting to know you. Guys, like I said, people do business with people. They want to know who are they doing business for. If, for example, if you were like a product, if you're selling a product, clothing, if you're a franchise, then having like your logo as your profile picture is not going to do you no harm. But if you are a beauty service provider, you are servicing people, which also means you have to socialize with people. And people want to, again, do business with people they can know, they can be comfortable with, they can trust, and they kind of have a background on who they are and what they do. The second pin post should be you doing your thing. So post a video clip or image of you servicing a client or anything that will showcase your knowledge or skill set. So yeah, you doing your thing, girl. Post you doing a client's nails, a client's lashes, a client, you doing your damn thing. Then the last post, I like to call this the money pin. This is where you're going to pin your services, your special promotions, your discounts on your services, announcements, your availability, or anything that involves people spending money on you. Okay? Amazing. So now that we have our profile set up, now it all goes into our feed. So this is just going to be us understanding the world of Instagram. So Instagram has provided us with many tools to use to market our beauty business. But the mistake I didn't know I was making when I was building my lash business was that I was using the wrong formats with the wrong intentions. So like I said, I would be posting my lash work, but I wasn't getting any bites to book with me. So I was like, oh my God, it's like something wrong with me. I was getting like a victim mentality. But then I realized I was just using the wrong formats with the wrong intentions. See, I would be posting static images of my lashes and entitle it, oh my God, cute volume set, DM to book, and then wait for someone to book with me when they weren't booking. I would go into my stories and post only my availability and my last minute appointments, and no one was booking with me. And I was like only posting those content. So that's when I realized I was using the wrong formats with the wrong intentions. So let's just kind of quickly summarize what the different formats on Instagram are meant to be used for. So the main ones are going to be your stories, your reels, your carousels, and your static images. Stories are for your behind the scenes, your personal, your promotional, your FAQs, your community, and community-based content. Your IG reels are going to be for entertainment, for visibility, to get more eyeballs to your beauty business, to storytell, for entertainment, the same thing, and for trends. Carousel posts are going to be for teachable, educational, how-tos, tutorials, promotional. If you're promoting a course, if you're promoting coaching, if you're promoting a new service in your beauty business, then you would use carousels. Static images, those are for savable and shareable content. If you post bomb-ass nails, if you post a bomb-ass lash set and I like it, I am going to save it and I'm going to share it with my nail tech to do for me at my next nail appointment. So this is for savable and shareable content. Then your DMs, your lives, your channels, these are other formats on Instagram. These are all meant to have conversations, to have conversions, and to have connections. Okay, so now that we know the different content purposes, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. The truth is that everyone is going to be posting their nail sets. Everyone is going to be posting their hair transformations, and everyone is going to be posting with aesthetic good patterns. And it's going to probably make them dread life because they don't know how to keep up with this pattern. You see, all of this This is the noise that is keeping you stuck in the crowd. If you are only posting your work, if you are only posting your lash sets, if you're only posting your nail sets, this is what is keeping you stuck, and this is what is not allowing you to break through the noise. That is why you must have a content strategy. Now I know I'm probably sounding like the millions of other Instagram gurus, Instagram influencers, Instagram people trying to help you grow, scale their business, and, make a 30-day content strategy. But we ain't doing that over here because, again, like I said, with my brain needs to be talked to and fed like a 6-year-old. Not a 6-year-old, like a 3-year-old. I don't think I was getting fed when I was like at 6 years old. But you must have a content strategy, period, point blank. I am not saying that we need to turn into an influencer and turn into those content influencers. I'm just saying that you need to start posting content that what goes on behind the work. I'm trying to figure out how to say that. You want to start posting content that goes on behind your nail sets, behind your lash sets, everything that is going to make up you as a lash artist. Okay, so that is maybe your studio, your day in the life, what you need to do to become a nail artist. Those are all going to be different contents for you. You don't have to do, going to restaurants and filming those like aesthetic influencer type videos, but you just want to start showing what goes on behind the work. Now, when it comes to building your content strategy, this was the biggest block for me when it came to posting my content strategy. And it was this. How in the hell do I create a content strategy without feeling overwhelmed? When I thought I had to actually plan 30 days of content, I was like, you can sign me out. I ain't doing that. That just gave me so much stress, and I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. And I would rather not post for days. I was like, how in the hell do I create a content strategy without feeling overwhelmed? Because, like I said, I thought I had to plan 30 damn days worth of content for my beauty business. That is not the case. Like I said, we're going to make this simple over here on this side. So, when creating your content strategy for your beauty business, it is literally separated into 3 sections. That is going to be your categories, your visual topics, and your format. This is all going to help you create a content strategy. Your categories, I'm going to keep on moving my face so you guys can see my presentation. Your categories are going to be the topic of discussion. That can be, so a few ideas of your categories can be your behind the scenes, your why, your personal insights about you as a business owner, motivation, you showcasing your product or service, before and afters, or educational. Those are all going to be a topic of discussion. Next is your visual topic. So the visual maintaining that topic of discussion. So as this, for example, some examples can be you showing your salon or studio, you servicing appointments, yourself. B-roll. B-roll is random, how do I say this? Like random video clips. So like you walking the street, you taking videos of like downtown, you taking videos of you driving, for example, you taking videos of like your coffee. Those are all forms of B-roll. Talking head videos. So talking head videos are just videos of you talking to the camera. So like talking like this. Some other visuals for beauty service providers are your client testimonials and your clients. These are all good visuals for like your my why and showcasing your product or service or motivation, for example. Then next is your format. So this is how you are delivering this post on Instagram, how you are delivering the topic of discussion and the visuals on Instagram. Now these are all examples, but let me know in the comments if you think about any other visual topics and any other categories you want to add to your own content strategy. So now that we have kind of we know what categories are, visual topics, and format, it's literally just about matching together all of these into one post and then putting it into our content. That is literally what planning content is. We're going to pick single categories and then put it all together and then plan a day and post it. That is literally what having a content strategy is. So let's just put this into an example, shall we? Oh, nope, not that. Here we go. Okay, so like I said, I thought I had to plan 30 damn days worth of content. That just was like, okay, I'm already overwhelmed. That's not the case. What I'm not going to do on this call is I'm not going to tell you guys how many days you need to post, what you need to post, how many days should you be posting. It's totally up to you. Do you, boo. Do you. If you want to post 2 times a week, go ahead. If you want to post 4 days a week, go ahead. If you want to post 7 days a week, go ahead. If you want to post 2 times a day, props to you. Props to you, because that's a lot of content planning. But it's all up to you on how you want to be consistent with this. Ask yourself, realistically ask yourself, okay, what's the best plan that I'm actually going to be committed to? Am I really going to be committed to posting 2 times a day for 3 months, for 4 months? Think about it as a long term. Don't think about it as a short term. If you say you can post 2 times a day, but you do that for a week and then you fall off, that's not being consistent. Being consistent is actually going 5 months in, 3 months in, 4 months in. So ask yourself, what is the realistic content plan that I can stick to for 5 months straight? So with my content plan, I was like, okay, I think I can commit to posting 6 days a week and having 1 day off to plan my content. This is what I can be committed to. So every single day, I'm going to break it up. I'm going to break my content into, again, those 3 sections: my category, my visual topic, and my format. So let's just say on day 1, I want to post a topic of discussion of behind the scenes. And my visual topic would be myself. So this can be an idea, would be spend my day off with me, or spend the day with me, or spend my morning with me going to my client. My visual topic is myself, because I'm going to be taking you guys along with me throughout my day. And my format, which I'm going to send this content through, is going to be an IG reel. That is day 1. Day 2, let's just say a before and after. I have a before and after picture of my client. I'm going to have a visual topic of my client. So let's just say a before and after picture of when I do her lashes. She comes in for a volume set and she has her no lashes and then with volume lash extensions. And then I'm going to deliver this within a static image. That is going to be my content for day 2. Then day 3, that's showcasing my service. So that can be a visual topic of my studio. This can be in different ways. This can be either me showcasing my studio, me showcasing my client coming into my studio, and me doing the service, me servicing her with her appointment, and then how I deliver this post on IG is going to be an IG reel. If y'all get the point. So this is the simplest way I have found to make my content strategy work for me and something that I can be consistent of. It's literally just breaking your content into 3 categories, having options for all those 3 categories, and then just planning in the different types of content for every single day. And you don't have to switch it up. You don't have to be specific with every single day. You can literally copy and paste the exact same plan for the next week and the next week and the next week and the next week. So you have a pattern. Guys, take this in. Your brain works in patterns. It works in systems and works with organization. So when literally looking at this plan, my brain is so organized. But when I'm looking at 30 days and I'm trying to specifically kind of customize the different types of content, for example, if on my day one for this week, which would be a Monday, for example, would be behind the scenes, but then I want to make my next week Monday educational, that's going to be so much for my brain. Whatever makes you not overwhelmed, I just suggest do that. And another point is your followers are not really going to pay that much attention to what you're posting when you're posting in your content strategy. If somebody is that obsessed with you and they're hating on you, girl, you're doing something right. That's all I gotta say. If they're literally watching your every move, make them watch. Give them a show. That's just me. But like I said, no one's gonna really care or focus so much on if you're posting the exact same thing on the exact same day on the exact same week, because there's different variations of it. What I mean by variations is, for example, motivational. It can be a tweet. It can be audio on Instagram Reels. It can be me talking about something motivational, something about mindset, or something about working on your beauty business. Those are all different variations of having motivational content. Amazing. Y'all, let me know, are y'all sticking with me? Hope y'all didn't press snooze on me so far in this presentation. We're on the last leg of building our rocket. So now that we have fully set up our rocket, now we gotta put in the fuel. So let's just break down the different types of leads, because when we break down the different types of leads, this is going to help us a lot better with turning our leads into actual booked appointments. So we have 4 different types of leads as beauty service providers, or just running a business in general. That is the cold leads, the warm leads, the hot leads, and the dead leads. A cold lead is one that hasn't shown any interest in your solution yet, but fits your ideal customer profile perfectly. These leads are usually generated by lead generation software, or maybe even through your own research. They represent potential sales. Cold leads are the most common type of leads, so you need to master the art of communication with them. Next is your warm leads. So a warm lead is someone who is already familiar with you and your business works. These people follow you on Instagram and consume your content and have a general interest in the beauty service you provide. Warm leads are easier to turn to convert into booked appointments. Hot leads, this is the kind of lead that has shown interest in your beauty service you provide. Perhaps they reached out to inquire about your prices, your availability, and etc. These types of leads require immediate attention because they are ready to buy clients. And chances are they will DM one of your competitors if you take too long to respond. So you should always, always, always treat hot leads like gold. And then the last lead, it's just the most saddest lead of them all, the dead lead. These are also known as tire kickers or looky-loos. They will show all the signs of a warm lead and ask you a million questions. Many want references and testimonials and want to know your blood type, but they never, ever pull the damn trigger. These leads will most likely ghost you when you try to follow up with them because they have zero intention of ever using your services and just want to waste your damn time. So now that we have understanding of the 4 different types of leads, here are a few funnels you can use to help turn any of these leads into a potential confirmed and booked appointment. The first funnel that I like to use in my beauty business is the model call funnel. So with every single one of these funnels, these are going to work for any type of lead. There's going to be a few funnels that are going to work more for some leads, but they all have a chance of working with every single type of lead. A model call lead, these are great for cold leads and warm leads. Like I said, so like we were talking about, cold leads are people who, so cold leads are your ideal customer, but they haven't shown interest yet, just because they don't know whether or not they want to book with you and they want to fully book with you. So when it comes to having a model call funnel, this gives them a chance to test you out, to try you out. Model call, they automatically will put in their head, okay, it's a model, like it's not a full appointment and it's probably going to be at a discount. I'm not going to tell you guys whether or not you want to charge for a model call or not charge for a model call. That is completely up to you. I'm just going to say that it all depends on where you are at with your business. If you are a new beauty biz owner, I would say do this model call for free. Because if you are just starting out, if you are just building out your beauty business, money shouldn't be the priority for you. Money shouldn't be the focus for you right now. What your focus should be is building your profile, building your credibility, building your testimonials, gathering as many reviews, as many testimonials as possible, because that's going to be your gold in snatching other potential customers. But if you have been in the game for a minute, for a few years, you don't have to put it for free. You can put a discount off a service, like a really huge discount off a service. So a model call funnel is when you want to run a story saying you're looking for models to perform a service of your choice and open 3 or 4 slots maximum. This is what I told one of my coaching clients to do. She did this exact same thing, and this was the response she got. She got all of these girls sliding in her DM asking if they can be a model or asking if she still needs models. These were all cold leads. She has never heard from them ever. They have never inquired. They just follow her. So again, model call, this is going to spark interest, and your cold leads are going to look at this being like, okay, this is how I'm going to test her out. And then once you have her as a model, this is just when you bring your A game. Give her the best service, give her the best set, provide her with the best customer service, your best self. Okay? A very small but important strategy I'm implementing here is creating this sense of urgency, and that's by using all capitals and the color red. I'm going to preach this to the day I die. I've said this in every single workshop so far, and I'm going to keep saying it in every single workshop until all beauty biz owners will implement this strategy. Y'all, creating a sense of urgency is the key to having booked appointments. When you write booked in all capitals and in red, that's going to spark a sense of like, oh, shit, like, should I book? It's going to I kind of describe it as some, like a chipmunk, like a squirrel. Like, you know when like they poke their heads out and they're like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean? Like that type. That's how you're going to spark interest. So creating that sense of urgency. So when you post your model call, post it in highlight the red part. So 3 models, DM to claim. And then when somebody books an appointment, write out all capitals in red, booked. Don't put a scribble. Don't put a line through it. Don't put anything. This will apply as well whenever you're posting your availability on your Instagram story. If you are scribbling it out, if you're just putting a straight line through, like a strike through, we're gonna change it. We're gonna change that starting today. Okay, awesome. So that's the first funnel. The second funnel is the 5-1-30 funnel. So with this funnel, you want to open up 5 spots for a special offer and run the offer for the next 30 days until you get as many bites as possible. So this is what I did for my coaching course when I was looking for 5 people to coach to double their revenue in their beauty business. I put out this post. I'm looking for 5 people, again, 5 spots, who want to double their beauty biz revenue. That is an offer. And then I ran this for the next 30 days. But the key was, the hack was that I didn't just limit it to 5. If I got more than 5 inquiries, I was going to help more than 5 people. So you want to run this until you get as many bites as possible. And a hack I like to say is I like to put it as I'm looking for 5 models. I'm looking for 5 people. I'm looking for 5 girls who want to get XYZ done, who want to get X service done at X amount. I'm looking for. That's the format I like to put it when I'm putting this offer up. The second one is a 24-hour fire sale. So this is when you want to run offers and discounts for only 24 hours on your story. So this is how you're going to really use the story format on Instagram to your highest advantage when you post promotional content. And then you're using and you're taking advantage of the Instagram story 24-hour feature. So if you don't post it, if you don't tag it in your highlights, it's going to disappear in 24 hours. And this is really going to help you create that sense of urgency even more if you're going to start using that 24-hour feature. So creating urgency is how you are going to turn those warm leads into hot leads if you only have a discount for a certain amount of time. A mistake some beauty business owners make is that they have a promotion, but they run it for like 5 months, 3 months, a year. And like, for example, like a giveaway. If they're running a giveaway for like a whole damn month, 2 months, you want to cut these short because this is gonna, again, create that sense of urgency and apply pressure to any warm leads, any cold leads, any leads that are just like that just need like a push to book with you. So you can post this on your story. 20% off, again, it's totally your choice how much of a percent you want to put on your story. 20% off all full set appointments if you book today. If booked today. Meaning that if you book an appointment today for next week, then you can get that 20%. And it may be tedious to keep track. That's just how the business is. So yeah, 20% off all full set appointments if you book today. This offer will expire tomorrow at midnight. Snag it while you still can and DM me appointment to book your spot. Then what you want to do is you want to post this consistently for the next 24 hours. And then before it expires, you can post it an hour before, being like, offer ends in 1 hour, offer ends in 2 hours, offer ends in 30 minutes. Again, constantly re-putting it in their heads. This is urgent. You should book it today, or else it's gonna be gone forever. Maybe not forever, maybe for a few weeks, and then you can do it again on your story. Then the last funnel, this is the broadcast sales funnel. I like to call it the broadcast sales funnel. This is for hot, burning my tongue. You gotta pick up the pot with towels, hot. Okay, your broadcast channels. So broadcast channel on Instagram is a new feature, and these are just private groups on Instagram that allows you to post for a certain group of people, which will be able to join the group. So what you can do is that you can sift through your potential leads, anyone that has inquired, anyone that has inquired about a service with you, but they didn't really go ahead and book with you. What you can do is you can go back in, you can sift through any of those leads, pick out any warm and hot leads, and ask them if they want to join a group where you will post discounts, offers, promotions specifically for that group. So again, you want to sift through any potential leads you may have, warm or hot, and you want to ask them if they want to join a group where you will post discounts, promotions, special offers that are specifically made for that specific group. And what you will do is that in that group, you will offer deals, you will offer promotions, you will offer sales for them, specifically made for them. That is how they're going to turn booked appointments. And I'm going to say this. You may be asking, what if I don't want to have discounts? What if I don't want to always discount my service? Then you might as well just wait so long for a client to book with you. I honestly love discounting full sets whenever I get the chance to, because I am looking at the long-term vision. I know that as a lash tech, I can discount a full set and I can give it my all. I can give my 100% A game on that set, and they're gonna want to come back. When I'm discounting a full set, what I'm getting in return in the long run is a returning customer, because they need a touch-up, they need a fill, they need a 2-week fill, they need a 3-week fill. I'm seeing the long-term goal. So I love offering special deals, offers. That's just how people love offers, people love deals. And once they see what you provide, the supply, and how much you are in demand, then you are going to start attracting more high-paying clients. But right now, if you are needing more booked appointments and more inquiries and more clientele, then offers, special deals, promotions, sales as many times as you can. Off full sets, if, again, a service does require maintenance. So just keep in mind that. Okay. Now we have the fuel. Okay, so now it's just all about rocket launching our beauty business with the red button. And the red button is called formula. So this is how we're going to be converting our audience into booked appointments in the DMs. So when it comes to Instagram DMs, the Instagram DM function provides your beauty service business with massive money-making opportunities, because you can use it to start conversations, nurture leads, build relationships, share information, and generate more booked appointments and sales. At the same time, the DM function gives users and followers the chance to ask questions about your business, products, services, and policies. When done right, your Instagram direct messaging feature can break down barriers and become a key channel to attract and acquire new clients. So when it comes to direct messaging, and when it comes to now converting those hot leads, those inquiries into actual booked appointments, the biggest problem that I certainly struggled with. I don't know about you, how you guys struggle with this common problem, but it's also a common problem I've seen with other beauty service providers, is that we are leaving our potential clients undelivered for too long simply because we don't have the time. Who here would work like the whole day and then just not have the energy to open up their direct messages. And days go by and you accidentally leave a potential client undelivered for 4 days. I've done that many, many times simply because I didn't have the time. I was servicing clients for 12 hours in the day and I was too tired to go back into my account. That was it. So this is the biggest problem that a lot of service providers have, simply because we don't have the time, and then we unfortunately leave our clients undelivered for too long. So there are a lot of beauty businesses that crush it in the DMs, that like automatically respond, while others barely make a dent. Mainly because they are unresponsive to DMs who are inquiring about your services. According to a recent Instagram survey, about 33% of users expect a reply from you in an hour, and the client is more likely to buy from you if your support responsiveness is at a higher level and all of your questions, concerns are handled as quickly as possible. So, the solution to this, what I realized what the problem was for me when it came to my beauty business, was I would leave clients undelivered for too long simply because I knew I had to put the energy to type out the message. So the solution to all of this is literally DM script templates. Instagram DM templates. What the hell? Templates. Y'all, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm like, my brain's kind of shutting off. Instagram DM templates. I don't know why I'm saying it weird. Can help automate some of the thinking behind sending direct messages. Like I said, I knew I had to actually put in thinking to respond to somebody without being dry, without being short, without being, not as cool. So this can really help automate some of the thinking behind sending direct messages. It's best to use these templates as conversation starters and customize them using your unique brand, voice, and personality. Now, when it comes to DM templates, you want to remember that your goal is to reply to every message within an hour. Some beauty service providers are going to say, let me get back, give me 24-hour notice. Like, they're going to post on their story, give me a 24-hour notice, a 48-hour notice, in getting back to you. I'll respond to all messages in 24 hours to 48 hours. The truth behind that is that is too damn long and you already lost a client. If you have ready to book clients and messaging you in the DMs on Instagram, they are ready to book. They're not going to wait 24 hours for you to respond. What they are going to do is they're going to exit the page, they're going to go to the search bar, and they're going to search for somebody else. They're going to search for another nail tech. They're going to search for another lash tech. And by the time you get back to them in those 24 hours, they're going to be like, oh, I already sent my deposit. I'm already on my way to my next appointment. I was ready to book with you, babe, but you took so damn long. Like I said, 33% expect a reply within an hour. Not 24 hours, not 48 hours, an hour, which is 60 minutes. So if you can master replying to potential clients, whether that's just a text being like, hey, I'm with the client right now, I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done. If that trick alone will separate you from the 90% of other businesses on Instagram. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you all a few templates you can use and examples you can use when it comes to direct messaging and when it comes to helping you automate your direct message system with your beauty business. Now, Instagram now has ManyChat and it has actual automations. That is for another day, another workshop, another time. But for now, we're gonna talk. We're not. This is gonna help us the same way when it comes to helping us with direct messaging. So, for example, the biggest scenario that we have all the time is sorry guys. Okay, so you can use this script. An example that is common is that you, when you are servicing a client and you don't have the time to respond and someone inquires as while you're servicing a client. So a script you can use is, "Hi, I am currently servicing a client, but I will get back to you when I have a minute. Thanks for reaching out. Chat soon." This is not you pushing them away. This is not you leaving them undelivered. This is you communicating to them that you will chat to them. I'm just servicing a client, and they'll be totally understandable for this, because they see that you're taking the time to respond to them, whether you're servicing a client. So using this template is going to, I guarantee you, start building that trust and start getting them to respect you and like you. Okay, so another example of a DM template is follow up with the client post service. So follow-ups are so important to keep you on top of your client's mind. So use this script to follow up with your client 1 week after the appointment. "Hi," insert their name. "I hope you're doing well. I wanted to follow up and see how you're feeling after your recent service appointment. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback, any feedback you might have." Again, this is a great DM template to use when you're following up with your client post-service. This is going to show your client a lot of things. One, you care about them. You weren't just in it for the money. You weren't just in it to just get paid. You were in it to actually make them feel beautiful, good about themselves. And two, you actually want their feedback. You want to hear their thoughts. You want to get any feedback so that you can change whatever you need to change for your next client, for your next appointment to become better. And I promise you guys, people love giving their feedback. They love giving feedback even if it's not asked for. They love giving their few cents, few dimes, few 25 cents. The next template is following up with your client post-service, but 2 weeks. Now, this can be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. This follow-up is really important because this is how you can get them to book their fill. Usually, so for example, when it comes to nails or lashes, that usually lasts 2 weeks until they want to start thinking about booking a fill. So this is going to, again, keep you on top of their mind when it comes to them getting a fill done by you. So use this script to follow up with your client 2 weeks after the appointment. "Hi, Sydney. I don't know why I said my name. Hi, whatever name. I hope you've been well since your last appointment. It's been 2 weeks and I wanted to check if you're ready to book your next one. My next opening is," enter the available time, "and a second available option time. Let me know if those times work for you." So again, use this format and use this template to follow up with your client 2 weeks after. The last template example I'm going to give y'all is when you are dealing with an unhappy client wanting a refund. Now, when it comes to unhappy clients and then when it comes to clients wanting to have a refund from you, hold on. Okay, so whenever you're dealing with an unhappy client, this gave me the biggest anxiety attack. So I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Because most of the time, as a beauty service provider, we don't offer refunds because there's a lot of things that go into play when it comes to charging our prices. So when it came to dealing with unhappy clients, you always want to keep professional. That is the main thing. So this template will always work in your favor to come across as your professional self. So that will be, hi, name. I'm sorry to hear that you're dissatisfied with our product or service. We value your satisfaction and feedback. I would love to offer an alternative solution to a refund by, then you would offer like a small discount off a service or a next appointment. I'm committed to finding a solution that meets your expectations. Now, with all of these DM templates, I don't know why I keep saying that word wrong. I'm sorry, guys. With all of these DM scripts, a hack I like to do to keep myself organized and to keep myself accountable is literally making a note on my notes app on my phone, titling it DM scripts, and then organizing it by the section. So script for unhappy clients, script for follow-up 1 week, script for follow-up 2 weeks, script for when I'm too busy to respond to their messages. You want to get in the habit and the practice of whenever you see a message, you copy and paste that script from your notes and copy and paste it in the message and send it immediately. That's going to help you automate those responses and automate those messages. And that's going to help you keep your leads in your bubble, in your basket. You don't have any chickens popping out to another potential customer or another potential nail tech they could book with. So, like I said, there was a surprise at the very end of this class. And this is, I have a free resource of all DM templates, all DM scripts, more than these. These are just kind of a few of the many DM scripts that are going to be in this free resource for you guys. So if you guys are interested in snatching this DM template book, that's going to give you tons of resources to use to have as your DM scripts, drop your email in the chat, and I will send it to you by next week. So the last topic, the last thing I want to go over on this masterclass is asking yourself, what happens when a client ghosts me? Y'all, what I'm not about to do on this call is tell you, oh my God, I have proven strategy for not getting ghosted ever again. I know the reason why people ghost, and start doing this to not get ghosted ever again in your beauty business. I ain't gonna do that. Every single time I see that on Instagram, I see an influencer promoting that to people, I automatically know one thing, that they don't even run their own damn business themselves. I have been in the beauty industry for 4 years now, and I still get ghosted. I still get left undelivered. I still lose clients. I still lose leads. That's normal. You see, when it comes to a client ghosting you, people can put into your head so many reasons when in reality there is a handful of reasons. Actually, 4 to 3 reasons. They ghost you because either 1, they found someone cheaper, closer, and someone they like better than you. 2, they really weren't interested in booking with you in the first place, and they were just kind of a looky-loo, a tire kicker, someone wasting your time. Or 3, they again found somebody cheaper and they really did not want to book with you. So all of those reasons you can't control. That is what I had to realize. Like, I couldn't control whether a client could ghost me. I could only control what I could control, and that was how I respond, how I message them, how I handle the situation. So your focus shouldn't be, oh, why didn't they ghost me? Like, you shouldn't be sad over that. Your focus should be, how are you going to handle that, and how are you going to keep on handling that? And that is with following up. Now, there's people have like 100 plus ways, 50 plus ways to follow up with a client, when in reality there's like one way to follow up with a client, and that is one beneficial way to follow up with a client, and that is, hey, name, are you still interested in XYZ service? That's it. That is the only way you can follow up with a client. If they don't respond to that, okay, move on to the next client. If they want to not respond to you and not give you a reason, don't chase them. A thing that I realized is that whenever I had to chase a client and ask them, oh my God, why did you not book with me? Why did you not book with me? I'll give you a discount. I'll give you a promotion. When I was like chasing them, it always bit me back in the ass. It always bit me in the ass every single time. They were difficult. They had the most problems. They came in for all the fixes. They complained. They wanted a refund, and they basically weren't a returning client. I'm not gonna chase a client, and neither should you. Why? Because there are millions of other clients out there. If someone has nails, lashes, eyes, brows, a face, a body, hair, that is a potential client in your beauty service business. So don't chase somebody that is gonna ghost you. You're going to get ghosted in your beauty business. No matter if you've been doing it for 5 years, 6 years, 4 years, you are going to get ghosted. But the best thing that you can do, the best thing that you can control, is how you are going to follow up, how you are going to deal with it. And don't ruminate over your head. Again, there's going to be 3 main reasons. They found someone cheaper, better, and closer to them than you, and they really weren't interested in booking with you. Okay? Okay, that was a lot of information. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I will answer them in the chat right now. But other than that, guys, that is basically my 4-part framework in helping you properly position your Instagram page for your beauty service business. I really, truly hope you found value in this masterclass. If you did, if you took notes, again, if you took a screenshot and you implemented all of these strategies on your page on tonight's call, screenshot it and send me your screenshots in the DMs on Instagram. My Instagram is at Sydney KS Davis. If you found this masterclass valuable, please let me know. Please let me know what you took out of this class. Please let me know a point that you found very valuable in your business. And please let me know how it works for you down the road. And I'm always here for help and support if you have any more questions after this call. But other than that, guys, I'm going to hop out of here, head on out. Thank you guys so much again for spending your Sunday night with me. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.